Bottom line is, if you are coming into the UK as a dependent under the skilled worker visa route or as a dependent under the student visa route, I beg you, have all your documents in your handbag. Have all your documents handy. Guys, the UK border control enforcement agencies are not joking. The immigration officers you are going to be meeting when you land at the UK airport, they are not joking. Somebody shared that story with me, and that's the essence of this video today, because she said to me she feels it's going to help people, so I should share it in today's video. So in today's video, we are going to be looking all about that. If this sounds interesting to you, stick around, like this video, share this video, and of course don't forget to subscribe. Without wasting any more of your time, let's get to the details.
Brian Little.
Alright guys, so welcome back to my channel. My name is Violet Okolocha. So guys, do well to like this video, do well to share this video, and of course don't forget to subscribe. Now guys, a lady shared her story with me precisely on Monday, and she said the reason she's sharing it with me is because she wants me to share it so that other people do not make the same mistake that her husband made. Now guys, when you come into the UK, as you land in the airport, picking up your luggages, you go through some queue, and you are going to be meeting with the immigration officers who are going to be stamping you in. And guys, when you meet with these immigration officers, they're going to be asking you some questions. As long as you are not a British citizen, even if you're already living in the UK and you travel back to Nigeria, or you travel back to Africa, or you travel back to wherever your country is, when you come back, as you land in the airport, you are still going to meet with the immigration officers. Now, immigration officers are going to be asking you some questions. Now, the question they ask varies from persons to persons. Sometimes they don't even ask some persons any question. Perhaps some other persons, they ask them a lot of question. Now, so when this lady husband got to the airport, precisely according to her, when he get to the I think it was last week he landed. When he got to the airport, landed in the airport, took all his luggages, and you'll be in a long queue where you meet with the immigration officers who are going to be stamping you in. And so when he finally got to his stall, he stepped forward to the immigration officers. The immigration officers took his passport from him, and they were looking at it, and the first question they asked him is, why are you in the UK? And according to the lady, the husband said to them, I'm in the UK because I'm coming to join my wife. He answered that correctly. The second question they asked him is, where does your wife work? And guys, according to the lady, the husband does not know where she works, precisely where she works in the UK. He was already there, couldn't answer the question. And they asked him the third question, where does your wife live in the United Kingdom? She said, my wife lives in the UK. They said, we know she lives in the UK. So where precisely does she live? Now, the man could not answer where precisely the wife lives in the United Kingdom. And the fourth question they asked him is, how long have you been married? And he said they've been married for 11 years. Perhaps on their marriage certificates and on the documents they filled for them, they feel that they've been married for 13 years. Now, guys, this is what I want to say. Any truth after your visa application has been done is no longer a truth. That's why it's all right to allow an agent help you with your visa process. But when the agent is done with the visa process, I encourage you, print it out, read all the informations there. Because any truth after your visa has been out, any information you've already filled, is no longer a truth. He said 11 years, and they filled for them that they've been married for 13 years, and even on their marriage documents, it shows they've been married for 13 years. It was so frightening, and he had a lot of delay right there at the airport because they were not happy to let him go easily. So the lady was sharing with me. So guys, if you have a dependent that's coming to join you soon in the UK, the immigration officers are stepping up their game because a lot of things are happening these days. So the immigration officer, they are stepping up their game because they don't want anybody that will come into the UK and become a liability. So they are stepping up their game. So if you have a dependent that is coming to join you soon in the UK, make sure you give them all the necessary information they need to know. They ask questions that they expect you should know the answer to. Like by right, if you are coming into the UK to join your partner, whether as a student, whether as a skilled worker, you should know what they are studying, you should know where they live, you should know where they are working. If they are working, you should know where they are working. You should know the house address where they live. If they are a student, you should know the school, the exact school your partner is attending. You should know exactly where your partner is living. So please, let your partner know these things. If you are married, you are expected to know how long you've been married. I know sometimes we carry too many things in our brain and sometimes we forget. But guys, we should know how long we've been married. If you have kids, you should know the age of your kids. So they ask questions and they expect that they solicit the correct answers from you. And they expect that you should know these answers. Like I said, they don't want anybody to come into the UK that will become a liability. And the lady shared with me, she said, not violent. Do you know that finally when they got to release my husband, that a lot of people were telling me I was so lucky, that there was another person who came into the UK. When they were asking him questions, the man couldn't answer any of the questions they were asking. They said they deported him and they gave him a 10 years ban. And she said, please ma, can you add this to your video? And I said, why not? So guys, this is all I have for you today. Make sure if you have anybody coming to join you in the UK, whether your kids, as long as your kids are okay, like above 7 years, yeah, they can know what to say, please let them know exactly where you are in the UK. Let them know exactly where you work. So guys, if you have a dependent coming to join you in the UK, the first thing you should do is make sure they have all their documents handy. The second thing you should do is you should make sure they have all the correct information. If you are studying, they should know the school where you are studying. If you are working, they should know exactly where you are working. They should know exactly where you live. And of course, they should know everything about you. If you are married, please, if you have forgotten how long you've been married, cram it. If you have kids, make sure you know the exact age of your kids. It's that simple. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another of my juicy video. Until I see you again. All the best, guys. Bye, guys.